Hello everyone, Railgan here with a little bit of a different ZvZ today. Played this game on King Sejong Station against Jogoro Mori. French GM Serg, I believe. So let's see how things go. We start off with a hatch gas pool opener with the final goal of a Mutalisk transition. While our opponent went for a pretty much the same opener, a little bit less gas, so he kinda played a little bit less optimized. And he's not getting the link speed, a very greedy play. Instead he's going straight for the evolution chamber and lair. That I of course scout, and opening the way he does with the super fast roach worm +1 and lair means that he would die to pretty much any link baning attack. However, I'm not really going to do that because I wanted to showcase some different play this game and also try out some tactics other than just killing my opponent straight up. So, if you look at the game right now, I have two bases saturated. I know my opponent is probably going to push me, as I see no third base on his side. I know that he went for the fast lair. I saw the roach one in the evolution chamber, so here come the roaches. Because of that I built some spine crawlers to be safe. I also got this third that I'm not really using right now. I'm trying to poke him a little bit away so he cannot walk straight into my base. I hear the burrow sound, so I know that he's using roach burrow. Moving that spine a little bit back, and now my Mutalisks are here, so I thought, well, I guess it's time for me to counterattack, but the roaches are doing a pretty good job at killing all of my units. I kind of have to evacuate my main base. Down here I got roaches as well. I only made one overseer, so it's kind of hard to deal with all the roaches. So right now I'm about 10 workers behind, which may or may not sound like a lot, but actually it can hurt quite a bit. I need to be very careful with how I position myself. I'm producing a lot of drones. I'm only 6 drones behind right now. Keep in mind he's also up in supply, that is because he builds a lot of roaches and they're a lot cheaper than mutas, but he also loses a lot of roaches. So we're trying to clean up all the roaches right now, and we're kind of able to do that. However, we lost a lot of supply. A lot of workers, I mean. So I have all these mutas, and at home he's not stupid. He already went for queens and spore crawlers, so he's rather safe. He does not have a third though, so I have that advantage going for me. Trying to keep him at home with my Mutalisks by pressuring him, seeing if I can catch any queens or something like that. He's going for a Nidus to counterattack. I noticed that a little bit late. He cannot really get off transfuses as he had to use them defensively against the mutas, so we're able to clean this up. Then the second Nidus comes, but even that gets shut down pretty handily. And right now we kind of managed to catch up. We're still behind in workers. I got the Overlord speed upgrade, so I can actually chase down all these roaches that are annoying me. And he's staying on 2 bases with Queen Roach, and I think he's going for the infestation pit, so he wants to do an infestor switch. Now I don't really realize that he's going and he's attacking that building over there. I put the corruption down. Wait, what is it called? Contamination down. Then I realize, oh, the door is open, that means he's out with roaches most likely, and yes, he is. So now I have the pleasure of dealing with all these roaches one way or another. While he's taking care of my third base as well, so my third base is going to fall. I'm chasing his roaches, but I can't really get all of them, but most now. The tables have kind of turned. I still don't really have a third base. Well, neither does he. But things are not looking good. I'm ahead in supply, and I have the mutas, but the infestors are kind of dangerous. Actually, things are looking pretty good for me. I just have to be careful of the infestors. Now these 2 roaches are doing a lot of damage because I was droning pretty heavily. So I didn't have any links at home, so I had to go back home, which bought him enough time to get his infestor energy up nicely. And with the infestor energy, he will try to kill my mutas. Now, going Ling against Infestors is not really that smart. Like Roach Infestor is pretty good against Mastling Muta. So I'm making a Roach switch of my own, so I can hopefully do something good with those. I'm still flying around with my Mutas. I see one Infestor is attacking me over here right now, but I think I should be able to clean that up nicely. And there's a couple workers, and at the same time I'm attacking him down there, and then the big fungal lands, and all my Mutalisks are dying. So right now I'm up like 50 supply, and there goes 30 supply. Things happened pretty quickly. I was a bit sad that that happened, but right now I have 5 roaches and 9 ravagers against 15 roaches and 10 infestors, so I still don't feel too bad. He will still have a pretty hard time at attacking me. What is most important is to realize that he does not have a third right now. Like the big advantage that I have is his lack of third base. There's no third here, there's no third here. If you look at the natural, 8 drones mining, main, 5 drones mining, so he doesn't really have income. And this spore crawler is a blessing to have. I put that down because I realized if he is going to attack me over here, he will most likely have to go past that spore crawler, which is excellent, of course. Now we all know from all the CVTs that we played that Ravager Infestor is a pretty dangerous combination. He's using Infested Terrans to scout, so what I'm worried about right now is 2 things. So let's look at this. His entire army is up here in the corner. I don't have any defense in this area. So if he were to attack me up there right now while my entire army is out of position, it could get really hard to defend. Secondly, if I'm attacking him here and he somehow manages to break these rocks, he can go into my natural. And if I don't attack him here, then he can either try to flee and escape. Well, likely not. But I also have to be very careful with how I attack him, because infestors with their fungal can do a lot of work. So we will see how I'm trying to do this. I'm engaging him with very few units. I don't engage him with all my units at once. You'll see that, I think. Right now I'm actually engaging him with all of them. And I'm pushing him further back. The traits are kind of hard to really make work. You see he's attacking the rocks, but he's getting pushed back further and further. So I'm just pushing him into the corner more and more and more and more. And once his fungals and ravagers kind of die out, things will get a lot more complicated. Now at the same time, he's not sleeping, but he's actually attacking me over here with festers. The push on this side I kind of managed to clean up, because he was busy on defending on the other side. I also remade Mutalisk because I realized if I have like 8 Mutalisk and all he has are some infestors, he will have a pretty tough time. Now he finally took his 3rd base and I'm already on my 4th, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. I want to poke and do a little bit of damage. I see that his natural is empty, so I figure, well, just gonna kill the hatch and escape, because I don't really need to fight him there. Now I'm making some additional mutas, so he has to focus on defending them, focus on defending against them. Getting some pretty decent trade here. Like, it's not the best, but we also have to consider that he can't really remake his army. If you look at the income tab right now, I have like 3 times as much income in terms of minerals, so can't really rebuild anything that he loses. Meanwhile, I'm scouting the area for infestors, because I thought some infestor was up there, but I just saw ghosts, so I don't know, guys. Sometimes I play SC2 for a pretty long time and I just start seeing things on the minimap, like then it's just the Ursa deck or my own creep tumor, and I'm like, well, I'm an idiot. I'm trying to force him to react right here that losing like 1 or 2 Mutalisk is still okay. But what really is important right now is the army supply tab. Not the army supply, like the production. And of course how many units we have. I have 4 Well, basically I'm mining on from 2 bases while he's mining from 1 base. If I can just trade a little bit or suck like 1 or 2 fungal stride, and once my big army comes, he will die. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit, because I mean, it's 99 against almost 200 supply, so I think you guys will kind of get what is going to happen here. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit once again, but I attack him, manage to split up his army, clean him up, and that's pretty much it. Right. So, want to thank you all for watching me once again today. I'll try to make another video for you guys tomorrow. Until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. I'm also going to stream, like, almost daily nowadays. If you guys enjoy my streams, feel free to say hi. Stream StarCraft and Overwatch about 50-50, so... Till next time, bye!